Hello, traders. This is Dave with the Compass Options Trading Room and Alert Service. And I just want to do a quick video on our September trade so far. September started off pretty nice for our room and for the Compass Options Trading Room and Alert Service. Just wanted to cover that real quick. So let me first do the disclaimer. All the signals and trading opportunities we provide here for educational and demonstration purposes only. Trading is very risky, so you should never trade with more money than you can afford to lose. And neither myself or Right Line Trading are licensed financial advisors. All right, let's just get into it. This is going to be fairly quick. These are our September trades, closed trades so far in the Compass Options Room and the Alert Service. We've closed 13 trades and all winners, and 13 in a row, and under very, very difficult trading conditions. If you trade much, you know that it's been extremely choppy, very difficult to find any kind of follow through. But we've had some nice trades here, as you can see. UPS 23%, these are our percentage gains. AI 43%. We had 108% on STX, 0.95. 96 for Pfizer, 22%. And so you can see that we run anywhere from 10%. So 100 pretty rare, but most of the time our trades run anywhere from 20 to 50%. Gains on these. Most of these, a lot of these are intraday. Some of them are overnight. We just finished off with a square we put on just this past Friday on the 17th, I think, 16th. Yeah, the 16th. Put that on and we closed it out today for a 23% gain. I just held it over the weekend. And $2,000 invested in each one of these trades created a profit so far of $6,860. So again, we started September with 13 in a row and under very, very difficult trading conditions. I just kind of want to cover a little bit about how we find these trades and how we find these high probability trades. What we're looking for is the highest probability trades that are available any particular day, and we do that by doing two things. We're able to identify using the Compass system when institutions are driving a trade and when the market internals are heavily bullish or bearish. So by knowing when the institutions are in a trade, it gives us a huge edge over the other retail traders because we're only trading when the institutions are in the trade. We are not going to take trades when the institutions aren't in there. So we only take trades when both of these are in our favor, allowing us to align our trades with the institutions and the market. Very, very critical. And again, we trade the best and skip the rest. This is how we do it, by finding, knowing what the institutions are in their trading and what the market internals are. We have two systems that identify those. I'll give you a brief, show those briefly to you so you can see what they look like. We use the Compass system. Those identify the stocks that are being moved by institutional buying and selling. It also identifies stocks that do not have any institutional buying and selling in them. So those we avoid. And another system called the Dominator system. This displays market internals, and it produces buy or sell signals when the difference in the number of stocks moving up on up volume and upticks is way more than the number of stocks moving down on down volume on down ticks, or vice versa. If the Dominator system is just neutral, we have approximately the same number of stocks going up as going down, then it becomes neutral, and we can just focus on the Compass system and take trades that have the institutions driving them. So that's how we actually do this. Just want to kind of show a little bit of what our results have been. We've had a really good year. 2022 was a good year. 2023 is very good. Our win rate in the room averages between about 85 and 90% win rate, which is pretty high and pretty hard to find that most any other place. But in April, we had our best streak of all. We finished April with 19 wins in a row, followed by 10 wins in a row in May. So it's 29 wins in a row, which is the highest that we've had this year. And investing $2,000 in each one of those trades produced a little over $11,000 from those 29 trades from April 20 to May 5th. So the longest win streak was 29. Longest losing streak we've had this year is 3. So that's very proud of these numbers. I'm going to just kind of show you quickly the charts that I use. This is the Compass system right here. Just so you can briefly see what we see and how I find these trades. Finding the highest probability trades is what I do all day long, and everybody in my trading room also has the tools to find these, and they find them as well. This is a trade we just took over the weekend. This is Square that I told you about. And again, this is the compass system, and this is the daily chart right here. And what we look for is two main features. This indicator right here is called the current time frame momentum. So this was the current time frame momentum being on the daily chart. And this line here is the multi-time frame momentum. So when these two lines align with either red or yellow for short, or blue or green for long, when they align, then you know that you've got the institutions in here buying or selling. In this case, they were selling Square. And this is also called the quant line. And I'm not going to get into all kinds of details, but this looks at all the stocks that generally trade with the same direction as Square, 70% of the time or more, to tell you if those trades are also trading in the direction of Square. It's kind of like a sector indicator, but it's really not, because there's a lot of trades that stocks that trade with Square aren't in the same sector. So this is the compass system. This is what I look for. This is a dynamic compression zone. This shaded area right here that the compass system identifies. And we have these things called pop out of the box signals, which tell us we're breaking compression, which is what we got on Friday. So we took the trade over the weekend, and this is how it moved today. And this gave us a really, really, really nice win. And this is a trade we took in GDX, gold ETF. This is a 5-minute chart. This is an intraday trade we took. And I just want you to see what the charts look like. You can see here that when the multi-time frame and current time frame right here went green at about 1:30, and we got a pop out of the box signal, we can go ahead and take the trade and ride it up. Now, it's even actually possible to take this on the switch from red to blue here, when the current time frame is showing you that the institutions now are starting to buy on the current 5-minute time frame. And so for an intraday trade, you could take it right there off of this pop out of the box signal. And this little green line is called the 15 EMA of an EMA. It's a smooth EMA, and it's a really good support level to get into the trade. So that was GDX. This is a trade we had in Tesla. And again, you see the green, see how easy it is to see that this is a 5-minute chart, that the institutions were screaming to buy this across the board. So you just basically wait till you can find a good entry level. And here was a pop out of the box signal right here, this pink arrow coming off the 15 EMA. You just jump in right here, and we wrote it up and wrote it up and wrote it up until we started to get a little bit of a momentum waning, and we took the profits right there. But again, I just want you to see how easy it is to see the fact that the institutions are buying this particular instrument, which happened to be Tesla that day. This is a SPY trade we took. This is a 5-minute chart on SPY. This is bearish, obviously, and you can see we go from blue to yellow right here, which means we're bearish. The multi-time frame was already bearish. Institutions were selling, so they knew the institutions were selling, and this was a perfect entry right here off of this pop out of the box signal as it broke down below this VWAP. This pink line here is the volume weighted average price. System points out the indicator really clearly. We took a trade right there and we wrote it down, and when the momentum started to wane, we get out. A lot of the SPY trades are fairly quick trades, but this was a nice one. This is QSR, and I just want to show you how we find the highest probability trades. I always look at the daily chart first and then look at the 5-minute chart, because I want to see if I'm going to go long a stock, I want the daily chart to also be bullish. So right here, you can see that this is QSR, and you can see this dynamic compression zone right here, and you see the stock popping up out of this dynamic compression zone, and we went from yellow to blue. That was institutions buying, and then green, institutions are in here buying across the board. So that was the daily chart. So when I was looking for the trade, that's what I found, the daily. This was the 5-minute chart on QSR. And again, you can see right here, as the colors keep changing, I'm looking for a nice entry level. Right here, as the current time frame goes green, and the multi-time frame was already green, and we get a pop out of the box signal right here off of the 15 EMA, you buy right here and just ride it up, and we get out right here as it starts to, the momentum starts to wane. So that's how we did that with QSR. One other thing with QSR This is another system I have running at the same time, and this is the dominator system. And the background of the dominator system tells you whether the multi-time frame trend is bullish or bearish. There it is, bullish. Dark green is bullish. You can see that this is the same one QSR, and you can see we've got buy signals coming in right here. And this was actually a good entry anywhere along here because we had such a nice background of multi-time frame trend being bullish, and the dominator was not giving us any sell signals, and it gave us buy signals up here. So this is actually where we get in off of this compression on QSR right here. There's the compression, and there it is on here. So that's how we found these. This is another short SPY trade, but you can see same thing, dark, this is pink, bearish trade, dominator telling you we get a sell signal on the SPY. So this is how we find these things. Again, I'm not gonna go through all these charts, but you can see this was a bullish chart here on the daily chart on KHC. We took this and took this right here out of this pop out of the box signal. We got no movement the next day, but we stayed in the trade because everything was green. Popped up the next morning, get out for a nice profit. And again, this was STZ. This was a big, huge trade we had. We made, I think about, this one 108% on this trade, and we just took it overnight. Took it from here to here, and it worked beautifully. You see how we went to red here, from blue to red, and we had selling going on across the board. So that's what the systems look like. This is what the Compass system looks like. This is how I find the highest probability trade setups. We got a lot of them. We don't take a lot of trades every day, maybe 2, maybe 3, if there's any, sometimes 0. We're only going to take the highest probability trade setups. But in the Compass options trading room, the goals that I have for there is to help the members become consistently profitable traders under all market conditions. And the markets have been pretty rough lately. If you trade, you know they've been very hard, and we've been eking out, we've been making nice profits every single month. And then I want to teach the members the most effective use of the Compass and Dominator systems, and educate members on identifying and trading the highest probability trade setups while being patient. Patience is very key, and we want to accomplish this in a relatively low stress and disciplined environment. We're not hyper scalping or scalping. We're looking for the ability to be able to take trades and not have to be in a panic all day long trying to take trades. We're looking for some solid trades that we can have great confidence in. So that's what we try to do in the room. We have the options trading, the Compass options trading room. This is for traders who can kind of watch the market trading, not all day necessarily, but they can actually be watching the market, and they can be in the room and watch the trades get called out in there, and they can ask questions, and we present the charts of anything that they may be interested in, and we call out trades during the day that are high probability trade setups. And then I have the Compass Options Alert Service, and this is for traders obviously who can't watch the market but want to receive alerts on the highest probability trade setups. And you would receive these alerts via SMS, your SMS alerts right to your smartphone. And they're typically going to be options. We do mostly puts and calls, long puts, long calls. We also do some spreads that we do, but all of that is explained in the room. So I hope you found this an interesting. I just kind of wanted to emphasize how good this the system has been working. Here's our September trades again. So yeah, take a look at the software and take a look at the room and the alert service. I think it may be something that you can add some disposable income to your monthly income month after month after month. So again, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the room.